How is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. How is it going, boys and girls? Welcome back to Key West Waterman. My name is Aaron Young. This was actually going to be in the last episode, but decided to make it its own because the last episode was so long. So I linked this one at the end of this Monday's episode, and it's going to be a little bonus episode. A lot of you guys were asking about my Gheenoe that I used in one of the last videos. This is my little boat, just a flats boat I built years and years ago, and I was going to do a walkthrough for y'all that were asking. But while I have you, I thought this would be a good video because it's going to be a short one. I want to test a giveaway system that I'm kind of working on, and I want to make sure all the kinks are out of it. If you've been following me for some time, whenever I have companies advertise on the website, or on the YouTube, excuse me, instead of keeping those profits for myself, I give it back to you guys. Some of you think it's silly. It's kind of a form of reinvesting, in my opinion. People like free money, and it gets people to come to the channel. Hopefully they like the content as it is, but it definitely helps. So with that being said, the channel's getting bigger. I'm having a lot of more people wanting to advertise on the channel. So the sums of money are getting a lot larger for an advertisement. And again, I'm gonna give that back to y'all. So I wanted to test the system out. So you're gonna have to listen to me talk for just a second. The way that you win, you're gonna have to listen and follow the instructions. I'm gonna make them as simple as possible, but you have to listen to everything I say or you're probably gonna miss something. So the way this is gonna work, in each video, starting with this one, there's gonna be little letters that pop up somewhere in the video. You're gonna have to watch the entire video to make sure that you get all of those letters. Those letters are going to spell out a secret word. You're gonna need that word to enter the giveaway. This episode, I'm gonna give away $100. This is not sponsored by anybody. It's just gonna be some of my money I'm gonna give back to you guys that the YouTube's been making. So long story short, you have to watch the entire episode, write down each letter. It's gonna spell a word. In the description below, there's gonna be a link to my website, dibsonbottom.com. Go there. On the menu up top, if you're on your phone, it'll be a drop down. If you're on a computer, it's on the far right. It's gonna say giveaways. Click that link. It is gonna take you to a giveaway page where you enter the secret word that is spelled out in the episode. So you have to watch the entire episode to get it so you don't miss any letters. Enter that secret word, your name, and an email, and it's gonna automatically enter you to win $100 on this episode. And in the future, it's gonna be larger sums of money. Right now, to advertise on the YouTube, for example, it is $1,000. I've got several companies that are lined up, so once I get this giveaway system going, I'm gonna be giving away some decent chunks of change. As a thank you to you guys, and I know some of you are gonna tell me I need to keep that money and use it to film. I like giving back because you guys are supporting me. And also again, it's reinvesting. And it's all gonna work out, I promise. I know what I'm doing. So with that being said, watch the whole video, write the secret word, go to the link in the description and click on giveaways, secret word, name, email, and you're entered to win $100. When this fills up, I think it's 5,000 entries max. I'll give away the $100, or in a week if it doesn't reach 5,000. But let's walk through my Gheenoe here. This is called a 16 Super Gheenoe. I built this boat. Me and my brother Ryan designed and built this boat. I think it's a 2012, so it's 10 years ago. Really, really love this thing. It is gonna be it's kind of for sale right now, kind of not. I'm actually building another one that I'm gonna design a little differently for the keys. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm gonna design it a little differently. I don't really wanna sell this one until the other one's ready because I love this thing. I have way too much fun on it. Anyways, I'll walk you through what we've got going on here. This is a one-of-a-kind boat. They don't actually build these. So if you want this boat, you're either gonna have to buy it from me or build it yourself custom. They don't build them these custom at the Gheenoe shop. So me and my brother Ryan Young designed this. We got dry storage up front, life jackets, anchor. This is my battery that runs my bilges, the aerators, lights, navigation, all that stuff. This is a front live well. Got an intake here, a drain. There's a little drain down there. We did all of the hatches a matching color of the outside of the boat. The gel coat could use some love, I'll be honest, but still a great boat. So live well, dry storage up front. This raised front deck is not standard. We added this. It's non-skid from Custom Gheenoe actually. Got switch panel, RPM, trim and tilt, fancy dancy cup holder there. This is another dry storage. just a little bit of extra space. We've got some of the, you know, paddle and your throw cushion and all that, your safety stuff. This boat is actually operated by stick steering, which a lot of you have not seen. It is a blast if you've never driven a stick steering. You can turn on a dime. So you can see all I do is back and forth and it turns my motor back there. Stick steering is a riot. Got my throttle over there, trim and tilt, ignition, all that good stuff. Some custom rod holders that could use a little bit of love. Again, this boat's 10 years old. It's been through a lot of good times and a lot of fish. Moving back, we have another live well. A little bit smaller, but run by its own separate aerator. We've got poling platform, sea deck up top, nav light. This boat actually has 50 Tohatsu on it, which it's not rated for that, so if the Coast Guard asks, it's a 40. We've got a jack plate, which is currently not working. Something's wrong with the solenoids. I always have trouble with those. Back here we have our starter battery, dedicated starter battery. I actually put the solenoids in here. I know this looks super custom and kind of janky, but the solenoids kept eroding and whatnot down here in the salt water, so put them inside that box and I still had an issue with them. 6-gallon gas tank, and then on this side, this is actually an insulated cooler. We've got 1-inch foam all the way around. This thing will hold ice pretty much as good as a Yeti will. And that is my Gheenoe. This thing, again, is an absolute riot. I'm gonna put a link for Gheene's website in there if you're interested in looking at these. This is a 16 Super. They make from 13 all the way up to 18 feet. So if you're interested in get one, tell them I sent you. You'll still pay full price, but at least you'll know where I came from, or where it came from. Again, this thing is kind of for sale, kind of not. The way that I'm gonna set this up when I redo this is, when I built this, I grew up in Titusville, Florida, Mosquito Lagoon area. I don't know if the sun's probably drowning this out. Mosquito Lagoon area, lots and lots of flats fishing. I did a lot of trout and red fishing, so that's what this is set up for. So it's got 2 live wells. Everything's pretty raised up for, you know, sight casting and all that. So the way I'm gonna rebuild this, trolling motor mount, forgot to mention that. The way we're gonna rebuild it is I'm gonna shorten this deck up a little bit. I'm gonna steer from up here, kind of like a bully net boat, if you've ever seen one of those. So I'll steer up from up here. This is going completely away. This is gonna be a little bit shorter back here, and there's not gonna be as much going on back here. And the reason I'm taking that center out is so, I know you guys really like the backwoods kind of shallow water camping style episodes. And I wanted to do this before I even had the YouTube, but I'm gonna pull that out and raise that back a little. So me and Madeline can put our little camping air mattresses here. We can go anchor this thing up in the mangroves, catch some snapper, and camp out at night. I think it'd be absolutely incredible. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But other than that, again, make sure you watch the entire episode of this one. Get that secret code, go try and win $100, and keep a lookout. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving away a lot more money as this thing continues to grow. So if you got any questions, happy to answer them. Thanks so much for your time, and I will see you guys on the next one. Later.